You're watching Action News Now. Storm Tracker weather. Coverage you can count on.
Here's our Bluff Lake camera in Plumas County. This is put on by Alert California Live. Beautiful, beautiful shot. Okay, clear and cool for tonight. Beautiful through Thursday. Cooler with rain actually by Friday. Here's what we're looking like overnight tonight. This has been pretty much our consistent temperature drop down to about 50 overnight in the valley. Now, you get up in the foothills, we've been seeing back and forth 40s and 30s, but tonight we're going to drop down to 34 in Bernie, 35 for Chester. Weaverville with a low of 37 degrees. Remember, a frost advisory in parts of Trinity County overnight where we could see temperatures potentially dropping down to 33 degrees. But I think the cool overnight is going to be worth it because look at this warm up for tomorrow. Above average, low to mid 80s for a good portion of the valley. Then you get up there to Magalia, 77. That's awesome. Bernie, 75. El Churras, after dropping into the 20s, warming at 72 tomorrow. Then for Weaverville and Hayfork, look at that, up to 77 degrees. So beautiful weather right across Northern California. Here's our future cast. Now, there are some storms pushing up from the south up towards the north, but really dry systems. The only impact, maybe a switching of the winds, maybe a little moisture, sort of light clouds, or maybe some rain in the higher elevations. Other than that, on the dry side, very minimal impact of our weather. Now, here are those storms. Again, minimal impact. High pressure weakening and moving away. So temperatures will start to cool Wednesday and into Thursday. And then later in the week, Thursday and Friday, storms that originated up there in the Gulf of Alaska, those start to move close. And with that, by Friday, we could start to see some showers here in Northern California, maybe continuing on into the early part of next week. So we're going to see temperatures drop with the cooler air, and we're going to see rain, and we're going to see mountain snow. And I think the levels or the measurements will be higher compared to last week's storm. So looking at more measurable rain, and then we're looking at more, again, once again, mountain snow. So on the warm, beautiful side again for Tuesday, we start to cool. I showed you Wednesday, Thursday, as the high pressure ridge breaks down and starts to move further away. But then you saw those storms dropping down from out of the northwest. And look what happens Friday. We can start to see rain. And look at those temperatures. We go from 83 degrees to 60 by the end of the week. So with a beautiful start to the week, we are going to cool down, Haley, with some rain. So bundle back up, everyone.
Okay, thanks, Howie.